Bangkok is the city that never sleeps, where ancient temples meet rooftop bars and where even one day feels like an adventure. So I decided to see how much I could fit in one day for exploring this crazy, colorful city. From tasting some of the best street food in Asia to discovering its temples and seeing the wild side of Bangkok's nightlife. This city seriously never slows down. Welcome back everyone, I'm Val, and in today's video I'm going to show you everything you can do in 24 hours in Bangkok. So let's get to it. So as many of you might be aware, Bangkok, Thailand is actually popular for its modernity and variety of things to do when you visit the city. But I understand that for many travelers, it's just better to enjoy the beaches at the south or the nature at the north rather than seeing the chaotic city of Bangkok. So if you're short on time, this is what you can do here in this amazing city. So first we're gonna have some breakfast, so we're gonna choose one of the multiple cafes you can find in this city and we'll go from there. So our first stop is to have breakfast at the Café Petit Soleil. Because before temples and chaos, I need caffeine and some cute. This spot feels like a tiny corner of Europe in the middle of Bangkok, with a perfect view of the river, right in the center of the city. The perfect way of starting the day, slow before the madness begins. The cafe offers a variety of breakfast styles and crazy desserts. So if you're looking for a spot for coffee, this is it. After breakfast, we headed to the full center of the city to visit the main spots in Bangkok. And of course, our first stop will be the Grand Palace and Wat Pho. This is Bangkok's royal heart, and basically it defines Thailand's culture and beauty. The palace is open from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. and it usually has a queue. So right now we are at the Grand Palace, and as usual it's very full, so my tip is that you come early. The entrance fee is 500 baht, and as many other places in Thailand, it has a dress code. You cannot come with short clothes or torn clothes, so if you have those torn jeans, don't come with them. They sell skirts outside of the palace, but if you don't want to spend some extra baht, just come dressed up properly. It was built on an area that covers 218,000 square meters with walls measuring 19,000 meters. It is similar to palaces from former capitals like Sukhothai and Ayutthaya. It was built in the 1782 when the new king decided to move the capital city to the left bank of the Chao Phraya River for strategic purposes and use the canals to the west as defenses for the new city. Inside the palace grounds, you will also find the Temple of the Emerald Buddha that is located at the northeast of the front court and has a cloister that serves as a boundary wall to enclose all the structures of the Buddhist monastery. Right now, I think the Emerald Buddha is no longer located in there, but you can still see the temple. Wat Pho is another structure you can explore within the Grand Palace perimeters. It is famous for holding one of the biggest statues of a reclining Buddha in all of Thailand. The temple in itself is not that big, but the Buddha is magnificent to see. So now we're crossing the river to Wat Arun. Near the Grand Palace and all the royal part of Bangkok, you will find the crossing point to reach Wat Arun, another must-visit temple when you come to the city. If you ever seen postcards of Thailand, you might know Wat Arun as the Temple of Dawn as well, because of the beautiful golden colors it reaches when Bangkok reaches dawn. The temple is 82 meters tall, and it has a similar structure than many other temples in Thailand. It derives its name from the Hindu god Aruna, and it's believed to be built before the 1656. And after our temple visits, we decided to take a stroll through one of the busiest streets in the entire city, Chinatown. Chinatown is the biggest Chinese settlement in Bangkok, as its name says. Keep in mind that the main street in Chinatown is always full and is visited by many people, but there is a reason behind that. The place and the neighborhood is amazing. You find many food stalls, souvenir places, desserts to eat, and even some restaurants at the side of the street if you don't want to eat street food or something like that. So definitely worth a visit. In here you can just walk around the neighborhood that is beautiful in itself. The neighborhood is big and long, so you can decide to explore it all, or since we're short of time, just explore the main streets. And after so many hours of exploring and walking, we of course became hungry again. So for lunch we're going to try one of the Michelin restaurants that are scattered along the city. There is a variety of them. Depending on the food you want to taste, you can choose any of the ones. We decided to go for traditional food and take some noodles with pork. The best part of it is that, like a lot of food around Bangkok and Thailand in general, it was really cheap. Now, after lunch and walking, we're going to have some chill time at one of the few green spots that the city offers. We decided to slow down a bit at Lumpini Park, that is the green lawn of Bangkok. You'll see locals jogging, doing Tai Chi, or casually hanging out with monitor lizards the size of small dinosaurs. It's peaceful and also slightly terrifying. But don't worry, monitor lizards are known for being actually really kind. The park is big, so you can actually just explore it by walking around or sit by the lake and enjoy Bangkok's skyline view from there. After a day of exploring temples, the center of the city, eating amazing food, and exploring Bangkok's green part, and when the sun sets, it means dinner. Like I said, there are a lot of cafes in Bangkok and also Michelin restaurants where you can eat local food. But my recommendation to end the day on a perfect note is that you eat at one of the many restaurants that are located in the Pathum 1 neighborhood, around the Chulalongkorn University area. The neighborhood has very beautiful streets that contain different variety of restaurants that go from Chinese food up to insane desserts like ice cream or toasts. So you should definitely try one of those and definitely try some dessert. My sweet tooth tip for that one would be ice cream samosorn, which is popular for its banana creme brulee ice cream. Just keep in mind that you need to make a virtual queue because the place is always full. And when night arrives, you can decide how you want to end your day. Since Bangkok offers so many options, you can choose between going shopping into ICONSIAM, where you can explore the only indoor floating market in the country, share some rooftop views, and check the fancy side of Bangkok. Or if you're in for something wilder, you can definitely end your night at Khao San Road, the famous party street of the center of the city. In there you can aim for buckets of mystery drinks, neon lights, and the I'll sleep when I'm dead kind of energy. I decided to go for the more fancy and chill option, which is ICONSIAM, but honestly, both are pure Bangkok experiences. And that's Bangkok in 24 hours. Temples, street food, chaos, calm, and everything in between. If you're planning a trip to Thailand, this city deserves at least a day of your life, and maybe more. My final tip is that you take public transport in the city. Don't worry, it's safe, it's trustable. If you really need to take a private car, you can use Grab app for that. That is pretty much like the Uber in Asia. Buy souvenirs, bargain with vendors, they are used to that. Be kind to Thai people. And if you decided to go partying, just be careful with your belongings. Aside from that, Bangkok is actually a very safe city, even if you're a female solo traveler. Let me know in the comments which spot of these ones are you looking forward into seeing, or if you've ever been to Bangkok. And that's all for today's video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like my content, and to subscribe and turn on notifications so YouTube keeps helping us grow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all on the next trip.